5G. 5G. Mizo. 5G. Meeting one dance here. Yes, papa. Open 40 minutes.
Yes.
If you say you're real, and could not me know. If you say, well, how we
yes.
A double 40 minutes.
Yeah.
5G. A queer for noon.
Yes.
5G.
Yeah.
Ome munye nara. Dunya ye. No na ye di. 5G. 5G oh 5G. 5G.
So, oh my God, I share Mamma Yanamu has Sompa TV Sunye. A rapam to break a sea bonnet, so be me a bobuano, Yaya de Baba someone, some other debano, near the Makotino be any. Ghana Bar Association, dear two just say one quack here, saying ya a lawyer for the Brenoir, a woman more one babois amatemo jano, and to me a quan kind. Sounds so Anna Ora John Dramani Mahama Yawa no too franca, a diama and this Yaman wakasa. Wasen nyame ya dom no oba kata shane proye wo momona kara chichie kwa so adi Ghana sika nyina da wo bero safo no wo mbesan so adi sika no ababium afa yi Rajon Dramani Mahama kro no ano ana wotimu sane 24-hour economy no a ene wa ya adwene so obetena konya so de beba no enwo hyehye de ebeboa oman yi papaapa Mampanya bedi Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia washa nansanto abase ewa santemantemu na di adwumadie ene wo babedi sanso ana chichina ni dema NPP amanyokono ewa santemantemu Oro Bernard Anchibu asia kodro no abonmane se chama untumi wakasa na wase NPP amanyoku a ewa santemantemu be domba tumi bia sane be ya breaking the 8 no ebetumi abamusa na National Identification Authority ya tata sabusua enei one more aqua strike edenti ana one more ko wen nsema hodo bi edika asade tie ne yaboaboare nyina no ayode baba somo sa awia promtobra kasebo yemfa seda ema 21st clinic where sciatica expert mizo and 5G one more so atayechi and watch no 3 herbal center the 3 core capsules koko master drono ediabaya wunya bia ebetumi aboawo ya se cloud internet the fastest internet in the world Dr. Ben so watano so apatapa hono mwa woyade ne nyina da no aduro ne ho se wobekọ na watumi ahwewo wonu nyumaku ahodo a won maduma so ya senani ade awia promtobra kasebo papasom ana awia mi amatena se ameba bekenkan sami medin ene akosuya ajewa kwade boaten afayenje brenan nsem no yenchehwemu emfama awade juma so bi awon kramantemu pa office bi won to maye no baba boama temu dwa no atumi akoso ayada law house na enipa mpepia kuma ya mampanyi nado ene mpanyifo atwotwo wuro titiro ne ntini na kwaya wo mokoro ase ye betumi abia no kama kra ewo enkramantemu anam so ama president Adema Ghana Bar Association oro yawo a champon boafo ade atudwa ekyerese anese wo hwemu yawo aloya fo pinu a ya won makomre ni musuku nu a anke wose ye fa won madwuma na won mutumi begine mu ye law court awodo ne nkuma ne yakase wo nyina atumi baba ye bi edeboa na so enen kamye se wo nkrata asam ne nioma awodo ya akwakwodi atoni genu ansam wo no nioma yakka kwa de akwa akire ye ha adwene ye papa enam saya so nti no won akwakwa ye president adiama lawyer fo nkabomuku Ghana Bar Association no na enwo akonya se wotumi se bribi ede kire mpanyimfo no ka kire won mo se enai wo hwe ya court nkuma no a yama kwan ma posifoɔ emom kɔ gyina mo sɛ temuafoɔ ne adeade no a ene Ghana ye ya pa ho wɔ ho wɔbɛsra paase yɛmfa lɔyafoɔ dodoɔ no adwuma ɛwɔ ma Ghana fa na babia na wɔn soso emedi sɛ adwuma
of many instances in which charges have been struck out and accused persons discharged or acquitted at our courts either for the tardiness and or lack of the knowledge of procedural and evidentiary rules on the part of some police prosecutors. The safe impression has been that things would have panned out differently and the outcomes more positive if those prosecutions had been handled by trained and qualified state attorneys from the Office of the Attorney General. The GBA accordingly advocates for the employment of many more lawyers to the regions and districts to improve efficiency in state prosecutions across the country. I am excited and hopeful about the future of the Office of the Attorney General in this country. May this singular yet monumental edifice and its commissioning serve as a real catalyst for the real transformation of state prosecutions in this country, a key cog of public service. Nonetheless, we at the Ghana Bar Association make this unhappy observation, which is that contemporary history of our dear nation is replete with many similar huge projects that have unfortunately fallen into state of disrepair and even fallen into the ruins for lack of maintenance culture. We therefore expect this building and the likes of it to be properly and diligently maintained, going against the grain of the lack of maintenance culture of government buildings in this country. However, it should not be only about buildings. Similar zeal, efforts and resources should be directed in building the capacities, skills and training of state attorneys in global best practices to make them more competitive. Today's lawyer is a global one. To the learned state attorneys who will be working from this building, without that, you are also part of and from the Ghana Bar Association. You are very important to the Ghana Bar Association and within the whole framework of enhancing accessible justice. Please know that the expectations on you to deliver has even grown bigger. Working from a safer, secure, conducive and modern and state-of-the-art environment that this edifice provides, coupled with increased investments by the state and government from the public purse, should only translate to improved efficiency and dedication in prosecuting matters of the state in the realization of the overarching goal of a just and democratic society.
Anwachi no Ghana mampanye nadan Akufo Addo no ono so kasa no ana wode atudwa akyerese nyame anim ni obetena akonya so no wabomoden papaapa awoman atemu ofem.
The government has also committed itself to improving judicial infrastructure, providing resources and ensuring the safety and security of judges who often face risks in the line of duty. Indeed, since my assumption of office in 2017, my government has made unprecedented progress in the provision of court buildings and residences for judges around the country. Further, 20 fully furnished 4-bedroom units, together with social amenities, have been constructed for justices of the Court of Appeal in Kumasi. The project is not yet complete, but I can safely say that we have done enough to address the perennial problem of insufficient court infrastructure in Ghana. In our quest to promote further the rule of law, we have also focused on enhancing access to justice for all Ghanaians, regardless of their socioeconomic status. Until 2022, the Legal Aid Commission had only 6 vehicles, the last of which it acquired in 2007. Through the intervention again of the Attorney General, a total of 91 vehicles have been procured for the Attorney General's office, 13 of which have been delivered to the Legal Aid Commission, increasing its number of vehicles from 6 to 19. This has helped in expanding the coverage of legal aid services so that indigent persons can obtain legal representation and advice. There's also gone a long way in bridging the justice delivery gap and ensuring that access to justice is not a privilege reserved for the few, but a right to be enjoyed by all. In total, in my time as president, 115 vehicles have been acquired for use by officials of the Ministry of Justice. Under the Akufo-Addo government, the capacity of the Attorney General's office has been bolstered, enabling it to handle numerous international arbitration cases without recourse to foreign or external counsel. This represents a marked departure from previous practice, where external legal expertise was often sought.
I was away a year Ghana Mampanyi Nadodankwa Akufo-Addo. Na Kana Mampanyi Rajon Dramani Mahama woko NDC amanyoko ni mu a wono na wo hwe no to franka ade ama wonom wo panyipa de atudwa a kyerem se asem no kro hwe nto sabi ne ye ka ne twi nso wo sese wo hwe mu a Mampanyi na do apasu iketa hye ne proye ekoso pa na nanko onim se bi agya Yewra Nadodankwa Akufo-Addo wakwa mranim ni no anka wode mraba ya adwuma ama mese nso akasa na wonom akata hye proye dwirim die kankan akatakata wonom ani no pese wo mugu oman no safo no nyina wode won magina mra no na so nei no ono kra pen so na akata hye adoso wose won kan kwa kire kra ntuetua Ghana fo asoboa Mama Cecilia Abenada pa ye mra bi atwamwo na woye soafo hwe ma Ghana ye hu ne die hu nsam so mami sika twetwere die ye ekwo hu ye ewo ne fia no watemu okwi akira asam ne koba yoko asom no ahoni asom esam no kra ye hunu ba bia fede enenam so nche wono ye Rajon Dramani Mahama no Ghana fo mo mpaya ma pa no metena akonya so na waba no ma de wabo ne beden wode ba ebi ya sakata hye ne proye dwurim kankan wono a wo monam kana kyekye kwa so anya wono tam asisi adan ebi enwuma ya anya wono kasa botom sika na mom Ghana sika ena wono fa ya de yes adwuma no wo so obersa emra ne wo mbedie na safo no nyina sika no ya gede afi wonsem.
Notwithstanding all these socio-economic difficulties, the young people continue to observe the opulence of the administration's officials and their families, chartering private jets at $20,000 an hour for trips that our own Falcon executive jets could have done. And as the Minister for Defense explained it, because it had no shower for presidential baths. Ghana's youth have further experienced how a minister could stash millions of dollars in her home. And only God knows the full extent of Ghanaians' taxpayers' money that is stashed away by many others in this Akufo-Addo and Bawumia-led government. But I say to the good people of Ghana that working with Ghanaians and their international and anti-corruption partners, we shall do all that is humanly possible to retrieve such wrongly acquired wealth. The inequality and selective justice of this government are galling. Otherwise, how could Hawa Kumsin, who fired a weapon at a registration center and boasted about it, walk away free? And a parliamentary candidate for Ewutu Senya East is detained partly because the very police that issued her with a firearms license misspelled her name. If the government was seeking to break the spirit of Nakoyo with that politically organized arrest, they rather handed over the Ewutu Senya East parliamentary seat to the young woman who by all standards towers over and above the incumbent. My dear youth, while I agree with your justifiable anger and disappointment, I urge you to keep hope alive. Have faith in God and the power of your thumb. Ghanaians are in search of hope. Hope they can believe in. Hope with the assurance that Ghana will be reset onto the path of progress and prosperity. Hope knowing that as young people they can live in safe neighborhoods and earn a living.
Rajon Dramani Mahama no na wa mananso ho a eno wasanso to aso kyerkyere mu sa no 24-hour economy no a wawasa wode beba nyame ya adom 2025 for de kro no wase nneoma a wahyehye ne womuo no edoso park ntama ebi ni se wo man ni sika samu ato ape ama economy ni ntimi nyina so sidi na ho de te kwofam wo no wase nyame ya adom no 24-hour economy ne ba wo man Ghana yankase ebedi ho adanse asa ensesaye abahwiem afei ebeboa mamabunu pii no ano a wamawiawie suku a wamunya adwuma nye no enam se we no anopa wie no mmerada ne da nyina nwumaku ahodo be ye adwuma nti no wase Ghana enwuma bebu wo mayimu bambo mu nsam be ye adwuma aboa mo man economy no asanso ahore agina na so yi papa na nkoye sa ban ya wote so yi se ne nneoma ekotoro kan no.
Current 8-hour working system is inadequate to create the production, productivity, and well-paying jobs required for the revival of Ghana's currently bankrupt economy. It is also inadequate to produce enough goods and services for export. My young people, extraordinary times require extraordinary interventions for extraordinary results. The 24-hour economy initiative is the answer for now and the future. It will create an enabling environment with deliberate policies for business, companies, and government institutions to operate 24/7 in a 3-8-hour shift system. In addition to the traditional 8-hour system, the 2 additional work shifts that my administration will introduce will double and sometimes triple or quadruple the number of jobs that participate in public and private entities that we currently have. This is the 24-hour economy optimization strategy, giving more to society, providing efficient service delivery, and generating decent and well-paying jobs. The benefits of this system will include, but not limited to, 24-hour port and harbor services, 24-hour customs services, 24-hour DVLA services, 24-hour agro-processing factories, 24-hour manufacturing industries, 24-hour construction companies, 24-hour diversified sanitation and waste management services, 24-hour financial institutions, 24-hour healthcare services, not just emergency care, 24-hour community pharmacy care, 24-hour tourism, creative arts, and entertainment industry services, and 24-hour retail centers, and more and more and more.
Anyuma da senira no way aye ora John Dramani Mahama no wo hwe sanyame ya domo 2024 afia batoy bato no Ghana fo bato ma no no wasanso abedi oman so bium ya kwansam foforo mu na mampanya be de kire Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ya kasai wo wasante mantamu weye ayana nsanto aboy ya wo bababo wone mpanyimfo atwotwo woro atitiru anintiri won mo party nim enne baba be hia ewie kira wona anma hemfo na no atena konwa ya wo asante mantamu Ashanti Regional House of Chiefs enso akwakohia na fei ensem kan ba komienu miensa bia wo ho no wase ade akire nananom enam saya so ama asante mantamu wapanyipa ya oyetetena ni dema NPP amanyoko no eyoro Bernard Antwi Bosia yi adodo no abɔ no se chama wontumi wakasa kyerem se wa mo de o maboa wa mo hu na sane yewura John Dramani Mahama emre bi atwamuo wo ba Asante mantamu obekasa ye Ghana fo kora mpo wi akire to abade tia no no enya sa na NPP amanyoko no won baba ye na ene yewura John Dramani Mahama na se mpo Bawumia ba waba Asante mantamu a wo bɔ ntoa no wo se ne ntoa bɔ no nyina no wo mo hwɛ hunu se Ghana for hawa one more famuo amania penisie kwadana no wombekruche ni nyina ade agu nkrata so sane beya wode beya adwuma na aboa ma breaking the 8 no NPP amanyoko no atumi adru ho Ora Bernard Antwi Boasiako
the Vice President of Republic of Ghana na ye MPP leader na wasaye ye flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia asomdwe hene mobro ni obi a ohun mobro ni emobo ene wabaha said the Matthew chapter 5 verse 8 Kano. Waba, Cecilia Meno Kasei, a Domoa, Tessa Umufri and Flaman so, na Oma Pie, a war, a yatinga Jansia, Omodine Co, True Vido, or my Angwaye, at Nesta, MPP, a party, a Santamai, a manful be pet, now Papa shut Dom by Guha Cecilia, you know, or my Mahama, so Hakramus, Yazo, a campaign, because you decide we Santamai, you decide we empty or Dosrum Kwa, a Santamai, a walk at the MPP, no, and that's so Omata, deep you at the Atasa, a Santia Sante, na Sante say, yeah, Santa Kotoko, a Santa Kotoko, Anna, ya Santa Kotoko, and Nisika, and MPP, in Yadia, a Santa Mai, a Dibetia Gro, and see a Santa Mai, so no, MPP, so you knew how ye. And Cecilia no Casay, yeah, Cop na young party forward through Vine. Said ye, Yesu Christo, who has fear for no casa was semi which the Majano, and if you are we are that free, ya twat, ye call a year, man, she to see him na, ye may, a Santa Mai, I him for, not a Santia him for. Yebra 2 4 say to 2 a pepio, na him for, and you know, Makakushia, our Maisha, na, you know, Omuvia, at a program, sir, at what was where you didn't know, Madame Roma, you didn't take Uswa near the Dinano, as the Pato Babadinan, Sunday free home, we a year, when Yamia soft for, Yamia soft for, Makakushia woman who are jeans, you also saw, so, and a Muslim meme, so, and so, you Makakushia woman, and also, what jeans, as also, I will. All right. And the president is here. 2025, breaking the 8th president is here. And we are not going to stop it. We are going to move because of the development of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We are going to work hard for him to win the 2024 elections. It's not negotiable. With God, all things are possible. We are breaking the 8. We are breaking the 8. We are breaking the 8.
I was your way. I am Santa Montana Dema RPP. Ora Bernard and Chibos Yako Chama won't to me no na ya kwa umano so yane yamane bofo kwa kodi enkomo na yamane boni ya watu ya nkrefra santemantemu kwa mi redu wane nana ya obo ama wamo ewo monten so a wo hwede ekọ kwa mi agoji
amadusu amini ba
kwa mi ma he
agoji amadusu
asasi ha fo ko chene modu
agoji amami ne wase sisi amene wo kase de ya no ene national house of chief ye mensia aha ne sabre ne kase ye gina na se de wadi kan abo ene edi kan ewo Truvan ene fi se de amampeni e be de tire ko ye no ko hwe basta fo ni nenu eche no Truvan e be du ha no mo betimi akase be meti be ye aduasan ekwa aduanan ni na ade ba ko a eni so na eni kan so be hwe se de a MPP amayuko ne titafo etumi abotwi ene ta ebebedi mampeni abedi echi echi ana tese wohim frank ade ma MPP amayuko na ankasa na akosie ni nyina echi no ade ana woba na oni yewura aba abedi enkomo esanse oba santimante mo na wantumi amma yewura nchen ama mesere no hoyira na tese kama se wasa akapmani wanyamu ano na ye bibia won echi nam so ama yewura ba na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia obedu ha no mekase no ade ampenfa wonu omehia entia yenyaye ansana yewa doctor eba bedu ha no chese nana anase utumfo kama ayete ni se enade ade a obetia na na kakra ya de obo ba beti mu mpiada oba wonu ba bedi ehia ama media no so peso na sumu wote no onu so etumi ate mekase wo ba ye no nananum aba behia na de odi mu tintinman a yewa de ekija no ye asante mampon omahina owo ewura nana say bonsu ono na yewa de nakija no a wole mpenifo adi amane kama na mikase de regional minister ono so ekire butaye nam so ma yewa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ono so ababedu ha anu achi no mikase empempe de yewa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ejina na so a wo kan ensema hodo anase wo cheche nyoma nam so ma wo du asante mo wo kire mu kire say the whole Ghana regions wa ni na no wakoni nyinamu ha na ka ho aye dunsia afi na wadu ha ntino dia opeso wo ye no wakete mu dodo na dia kire ni ka se no ole waka create ebe mampeni eba so na wo hye ni nkuanza na ebetumi akọ ama adwumadi ne etumi akọ so enipa 800,000 ɛna ɔmo de ɔmo hyɛ ase ɛnɛ 1.4,000 ɛna Ghana fo nyinaa ɛnya mu ɛkyɛfa ɛfi digitalization a ɛno nso so no ɔyɛ ho adwuma no ɛno nso akɔ anim na adeɛ baako a wɔsan adeɛ sɛ amanfo nkura ne sɛ ɔsɛ bɛtumi saa bɛ no ɔbaatan bi ɔbɛwɔ free hospital ansa na ɔbɛkɔ fie no yɛbɛma no Ghana card no akyi no nso so birth cert ɛno nso yɛbɛtumi de aka ho ama no ayɛyie afei free SHS wɔ so mfa so wabam ama nnɛ Ghana mmabunu ane nam bakyiri bra a ɔmo nya sukuu biara ɛnkɔ na dwumadie no nyinaa no yɛka sɛ gusu a wɔbe kakra de akyerɛ sɛ na sɛdeɛ wodi kankan no yɛwura anaasɛ minia Lydia Boga ɔbɛnkyɛn ha ɔno nso so ɔbaa wɔde n'ani afam ahuru sɛdeɛ nneɛma gyina Lydia maame mmoa ha de ba Sompa sɛdeɛ yɛnyɛ kwa mmegye so wanantim kakra dwumadie no sɛ na ɔsɛ uhunu
Kwame yɛbɛka ne sɛ ɛyɛ ne sa sɛ wohwɛ ɛdɔm a Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ɛdi n'akyi ne nam a yɛbɛka ne sɛ party no akyerɛ ɛdɔm akyerɛ sɛ aha yɛ ɔmo stronghold aha yɛ ɔmo fie aha yɛ ɔmo World Bank na sɛ wohwɛ activities ɔma line na apase ne na wɔbɔ bɔ so no a ɛwɔdi kan hyia partyfoɔ ɛne party mpanimfoɔ wɔ region mu kɔɔ Abayara Sports Stadium ɛne Black Stars players kɔdi nkɔmmɔ ɛnɛ ɔne ahemfo ɛdi nkɔmmɔ ɛwɔ awie yi ɛwɔ manhyia ahemfie wie yi a ɔkɔ Makion na ɔne asɔfo ɛwɔ asantemɛma akɔdi nkɔmmɔ firi hɔnom a no aba ɛyɛ Ashanti Regional Mosque na ɔne Muslims na ba bɛhyia owie ya na ɔtie si former kodwom ɛne Central Market ɛma na akɔdi nkɔmmɔ akɔkyia wɔn akɔda ne ho adi ɛde akyerɛ wɔn na ansa na wɔhyia professional groups no Ghana Journalists Association, Ghana Bar Association, Registered Nurses and Midwife Association they say groups ahodoɔ professional bodies nyinaa no obɛhyia wɔn nyumrɛ ɛwɔ True Vine Hotel na ɔne wɔn ɛdi nkɔmmɔ nti ebeka ne sɛ over domo a edi vice president ti sɛ ne ewie mo sɛ ayɛ sitie no a ebeka so ma kyerɛ sɛ aha ɛyɛ mo stronghold ampa
ya hano bango mu nsɛm te sɛ traffic issue no ɛsɛ wo ha da domo no a video no a ya hano wɔ TV ni so no wotim sɛ nipa no dɔɔso pa bango mu nsɛm traffic nsɛm te sɛ
Ofia bambo mo asɛm de wa woni tia sɛ uyi sɛ Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia yɛ flag bearer and leader of MPP so nkyɛne a ɔsan so vice president of Ghana nti sɛ baabi a otu ana ho a bambo ho asɛm de ɛda soronko kra ɛwɔ ɛyɛ nana mo ntuo mu nti bambo ho asɛm de sɛ ba national security sɛ ba police sɛ ba military ɛyɛ very tight pa ɛnya asɛmketewa kɔsia mame ɛyɛ sima na nene chairman akwasinti ɛni nkɔmmɔ wɔyɛ former MPP chairman ɛwɔ ɛyɛ adanse formina constituency no ɛna determine NPP nkunimdie ɛwɔ parliament ɛde ɛma wɔnum ɔmene chairman akwasinti ɛni nkɔmmɔ kaka chairman asɛ obiara ni bɔɔ so ha nipa baako so ɔmɛhu no wɔ ha sɛ honorable Collins Osu Amankwa yɛ former member of parliament for Mensia no ɔno so ɛwɔ ha saa nipa mmienu ɔmo hu ɔmo bia wɔ ha bia because ɛy na squad idea sama aso bi ehu a na obisa se ade na yese once a soldier say etini denga ni nkasa bon disu bo me fangodi we dia de MPP ne de se bi we pure MPP ni a kon bi beba mbadi e pepa wade a yesi enkum o ma me kwa ton e fa ko je power o wi a o di tumi no asa ko je ma me afi enti se dia problem abadi a na no nke se party no nye ba ko for dia o dia de enti sa amre dia se MPP for nyina e kabo ya gitumi no enti MPP nye a ye to akwakofa enti o ma aba na eno no ni atoma se ti bi sa e ho eni akwa na ye de ne ba ma ba onye ye nyina so ma bi ye kan because so we MPP ni dia yes se bia ye ntonkure ye move forward eno se ne ye nyina e gina ha o dia de yes ye wo re sem se ye wura na po ba ba ye running mate e dia ma ba hwe do ma wo ha no o ba 87% ye wan fa na pa ma ye nto aba e ti bi se ba o mi nso wo power enye fancy dress no ya de ye power ka power e di ye for phone kan no eno no obeye enje ye nyina put bi abedi ewu aba o mi achi no say ya party na asundwe beba party no enye mi makosi media enye media ye nyina ebe so ye tam so a ya tranche no obi nso abe bi sa na amanya so me de nkata media me da bi amanya so me ye ni sa amanya so ya krokro o si MPP obi a watira tra bi obi amra ye mpritu mi no MPP enye no Udmin Domama and compare MPP. That brother. O just intended Yaba, Egyptian. Chama Medase. Also, my many honorable colleagues also Mankwa, Chief of Mankwa, and Trosso Simabako, and Trosso. Honorable, my hand. Yeah, now we have Boko. Also, Obia who are not that, now, honorable goes over Nega. I'm not going to expect about the deep of the once a soldier was a spec general with us, and Chamako thinking one, and no be other. Not about me or anything. Some of us have one supporting and no more Edibia. Oh, no, politics. Any fantasy it's about choice. About internal choice. Obia the preferred candidate. Name a internal process now. You call national election. National elections are here. Your party no after Jana de Napan or no Nayina Yubuchi. The one you cheer or more young man, Yanian Dikofian. What did they mention? It is a pretty patapatana for no. Me over the years, but demonstrating Ama Obia Evun say MPP. Say yes, say a good more. Yes, a mema. Me say me bomi me baby I hear true. Yes, TJ. Yes, at the man did it for President Nana Kufa. 2016, 2020. I was in charge of operations for big guys. What did I mention? So I have a friend as I want to know that the year man Dr. Baumia. And now so far, and this is what demonstrates say. Only program Papa be at the man or mine. And the alternative no is scary. And the other day, and now they bet me exact programs that be rolling out. Now NDC about no matter translating now. Now on mine no accept yes relation bill the next of mine no educo anymore. Tell ya China yeko. And don't you know want to me and naturally. So me say of or firma Padari and Kano, ye can or come be. And the measurement in your penina met nephew among Padari and Kano. I was said the Jinum and Nuntina Yina Yabo Ura Dr. Muhammad Baumia Chido Bonini. Honorable Medassi, your message. Was there any Muslim Montuaso? Na Yakani Moabo and you rest the Abramo.
I was sure way a man boni Nana Boama Libya Boga, one no Kwame Redu, Anna Yate one more encano. Yatua and some no so na Casabona qua Amenfi Central, and this see Amanyokono of him. Yaka say about just some penny for Nibia, Wawa Amenfi Central, and this Amanyokono Dimu. Sebre Yaka say, and this see and penny for trust. Jumadian is Shabia, some penny for 90 Guaquembono, and a party is a Shabo Branham Shinty, one more action would you bring a DNA so mudibre at the Assassine. And I'm sorry, so I'm a name some trouble for some Dibia Cosso, our man so I'm in feet. Ya, Ninata, a fast sunny pan 9 year. Yachun one more the Assassine at home. Now, a quarter one more after some trouble for Shamudi. I party and my ya one woman fish central honwa. One which almost say you Rafi Vequate, ya wano aye general secretary, Adama NDC Amanyoko and a party in Pennyfonwa, one more trace any pan 9 cents, yano, one more castle no ya Junipa no bois. Now, her son ye nipan 9 year a war party nim, ora a year Raphael, Ando, ya one year constituency organizer, Yera Richmond Alake, one name Pennyfo who drop be a one cack and one yacho one mason saying, send your musibi bomb more modern fun and ne, and this in Pennyfo so much I say, I was ya true woman sani adenwa. Woman so mo de omontia one margin one for teacher coquetry, woman to me who dientia, and I'm so my party in Pennyfo at two sana mono, and I'm saya suntin woman mu na wɔtwe sa panyimfo nan no a wɔmatwe wɔn asensen no wɔn ansanfo ma party ni mu a enya de omu ne omu ebekɔ na goro sokora na owura Ernest Ofori wɔno enegina emebru no wanan mu ya wɔkasa yɛde ma NDC amanyoko a ɛwɔ Amanfi Central empeso so ansam sei ɛno de to yenim
na anepai motie me kasa anase se motie me ne a mani abrepa yie se de yenua no edika kan ye no se be se nansen na yehu anase yate se na mfamim se ye chairman Bakayoko organizer Mr. Richmond Aleke ye main women organizer Madam Grace Kwao and a deputy women organizer Madam Janet Fen Fifi Kote atre de abase omgotre fie ye de nim se ye no omo na yesom ewo Amabi Central omo bodwuma yi papa se de enu dika kan ye no party no esi omo na so nsu anto ewiambo ye wu bone a omo aye na general secretary Fifi Kote se omgotre fie so omgotre fie dia ye ne members no yane ne ekọ ko se yesom no yesom edema ye chairman ne mpanyimfo na ye Fifi Kote se omkotena fie no nti an pay me sre Mahama so timen kan papa Mahama se ye Fifi Kote osom edema no nti se Fifi Kote nso actual letter e dey abre ye mpanyimfo ewo Amabi Central se omkotena fie ewo mra omonye boni bia me sre ye papa Mahama se over 90 form and many years what him can with immediate effect anya sa ebekọ etia NDC party no ewo Amabi Central yes pepe say dey yakọ no dom no anase members ni nyina no ye ne mpanyimfo na Fifi Kote Africa tade abro mo so mo gotena fie no ye ne omu nyina na yakọ
anu achi no NDC party members ni bi so ekasa kakra
fitia no mi ya bre papa ba da mi fe no mi di 2 hours a mi fo abadu manso amafia anya mi brand mi ba enti da omu ye mpani fo no enti mi nya bre papa mi fo abadu ana ma nya 3 hours ko kwamo na badu a enti mi nya bre mi mpani fo mu ni mu no na wi papa mbese papa no on baka da bato makumam mi party no mu ye saji to abanya ne ye na mani kwatena kan wadidi ye na ko bojani e chela de bani nyina aduma no ana wadidi ho won bro ni mba bubuche ye do ana wadidi ho enti mi senu na wi ma shan fe na wi papa one we say Fifi Kote onye serious so serious pa aka 6 months we be call election now the tabo e dey to chairman so any very go chairman no onime efense kuma obiachi in say 1 week na dey man no on gan say we you finish wa you dey time e chini nya ko fie ekwa no so no yango tefe kwa so baby angwa bibajo entini se Fifi Kote so pese oguya party ni mawa ene da nase pa yanga hwenje party no dey say I administrator of the party ebani say ena de krata ebe subordinate constituency chairman constituency organizer constituency women organizers ni ni not letter entiwa ma me ka wo monsa na me hu ya ne say enam ewiem social media so na ye frɛ wo mo radio stations ye frɛ mo bisa mo ye interview bisa mo say ya te say ya suspended bra wo monsa enka krata bia eti as an administrator sa na ye adwuma na question ni bisa Fifi Kote no say ono ene de sa krata na bra na obesom ana say onsom
I was aware NDC adehye bia ewo Amanfi Central na yatese womo ade sa pedwai emane wonmo empanyimfo a ewo omayimu Mizo na yakamfode ama wo se kwonokoto bi nanom eya no de a ahodi wo mu pa ene 5G drink no wokọ adwama so ba bia neoma bo kwosoro no eno de ne bo no ba na eba fom sanse wonma ye no sane ebe ya akoda betumi atobia no panyi betumi atobie abusua hyase ne kotobie dwumade bia ya wodie no betumi de di eye Mizo ene 5G drink 0246 270 221 0246 270-221 21st clinic yesiatica expert se woba warmo nchen ya woto asentini no a etwe wade aba onamro mu ama wona se anase mpo nan ni mu aye dududu aye so obi na aba odua wona no de tiafom wona ye wo ya na twetwen wojon ba bia anyi no ko 21st clinic nchen na dokotafo enhwewo se waso mo massage wo mbe massage wo owia wo de duro ebe kan wo ama ho atopa wo mo branches ne doso aye 15 ene achirei kuma se de no wo hwe overseas junction en kran en afesunya ne kran za techima ne ho nyina ta wo ho 0240 0540 311 0540 311 311 3 Herbal Center the 3 Eco Capsule Saba ayekoko master draw wonya bia ebeboa wate sesie no ano na de yakwa na de banti sesie no woto chema ohawo nko a hwewuru se oba no nom 3 Eco Capsule sadroy bi na atumi aboa woto sesie de yakoko ni wayem tim no wase 0546 107 107 0546 107 107 Dr. Abe Watano so patapa new site ho yade aba na adekwa wontumi hwa honhom fam honam fam wotu ase de afiri ho ama wasa ate asipa sickle cell yade abusua na ekura de wo hwa ase se ya no watu ni se ya de afiri ho ama ho atumi ato eno achi no ho in heart prostate cancer low sperm count gonorrhea hepatitis malaria fever ane yade ankaye Dr. Abe so de fabadan way na hwe se wona no to nchia woni wu a wokwa bebia dem kama wode ka no boy wonyame ya wogidie mpaye ansa na obesha ase de adura kan wo a wode akan friend was 0243 345 392 0243 345 392 cloud internet nso ka ho bi na so internet papa ho dwo ebo 24/7 ne gina so aye cloud internet yanko aya de na ya papa obi yaje atomu woko top higher one love fm edi enhwani mu was a digital security locks and a wope CCTV camera may install bin from my wi-fi chasade bibia for internet ho no frɛ no I was 0202 699110 0202 699 110 ye jina weso ne aton krae ba ye bakɔ kasoa Ansantwofo hia mude bia akoso den ya anya sem ketoa ne ho so de ensem ene firi ho ba ye homeso ye ba ye bedi ho nkomo
21st clinic aye sciatica expert sciatica no o nerves na wo to ase na fa wo siremu na fa wo nasia besi ase ho no se ho techema eno ene ye fa ne sciatica na etimi bubu o to ase ka wo se dwe wo sirem wo je ho ba bia enye na no na 21st clinic ba ye adwuma pa wo mu ye ntia basobo o magine wo Ghana ha ene amono ne enya asem ketoa Womuji international awards ahodo womuji local awards ahodo na anu nso na womu the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa bibrim hano ebi ni baby a gise 21st clinic nkoa womu de bibiduro ene besa o yare no masa de machine aka ho eya yare sabia yare bia wutimi de ko ne mama de ba ko a woma gidi womu pa no eye sciatica ena stroke nso de kwa diabetes ne hypertension ne ade Ghana ha ba bia womu ho 0540 311 311 0540 311 311 That's a 21st clinic. Woman is sciatica expert.
Introducing Mixer 5G Sparkling Drink, a whole new refreshment in a can. Mixer 5G is a tasty non-alcoholic drink. It is a perfect companion for all your events, including parties, weddings, and funerals. It is made with green tea, ginseng, guarana, grapes, and grapefruit. Get refreshed with Mixer 5G Sparkling Drink. For bulk purchases, contact 0246 270 221. This advert is FDA approved.
Brakasa ye duabon waso a ne dwumedi wo nipedua biara pom den ene na brabo mu ne hie pa enye brakasa nko nuaba ne haban bi te se ko nsusu a abonwono ne dia akeka ho no kura enwanunu ahodo a ekọ animu yi ankasa brakasa ne sa nuaba yi binom ne akeka bobudi afa abefo kwan so a ye de aye brakasa powder siesi nipedua na abakwa ahodo no ho ban afrimpani yade ne yade ahodo pi ho fa enkodate de ma baako freduane anopa ne enwumre anafa enkodate de ma baako warning sushie yeti anopani anwumre wabra wadidi awie ubenya preke powder to Kingswalk Herbal ni Heroes Herbal Accra OKC Drug Lane Dani Herbal Kumasi Mensa Takrade Mose Pharmacy ni Greenlight Pharmacy Sunyane Cash and Carry Supermarket Asantwa Herbal ni Bibidro Depot Techiman Sewa Herbal Mampong etufo mfre 0550 19 15 14 preke powder aduane san yedru FD ahwehwe sankratu emu agiatum
Sompa TV Emma Aketiapa
I will say them was say to and some no aso. And some job for Shamudia Coso, our Cassoa here no our to Senior East. Abato and Pasoso and Fifi Mantamu. Ninata a finance center more and the senior MPP a portrait Kakraya about 1 month term a bright electoral commission a shared Jumedia Asiano. And I'm say so am a nay and this Yamanyokua. I want Fifi Mantamu at the Ato Ghana Police Service and him. So woman Panato Tom Pananoa a fear batuano. Woman will send Pabinum Pesa one more faculty quasho. Now one day will how the pinche ebempa. And I'm shunti Ghana Police Service and show one say one to me ama bambom sama mia. Now one more bow more by Anya Sadia. One more gasa and this Yamanyoku ye 150 mantamuno. One of them ran basha 1 month sam. Now one more bow by our in 50 mantamuno. Na NDC Central Regional Chairman Professor Richard Kofi Asiedu. One no and an central for a kasaya bra. Na central phone share with no ekoso.
How come say Obroni say he has shot herself on the foot because Chroma yede na ko you try no you won't clearly say researcher nkofo aya eche say na ko you win no eyampa me da Chroma ha ebutu ye aswa ebutu ye enti ye ka ye nua ha come say ye central for ye best who petumia ye mfa kaka bin into to me enti so ko play to me by force ye ji fun sim enti onye ready se oluso aye pen to kwa bia na ye na sanche ma ka se bia me nka wa no so oti owie ma on fintu no hofu say police phone say one boy ye ho ba Yanka say boy ye ho ba because end this food here ye bumra ye dimbra so na mbom say otietia ye mfa hu de so a ye mfa nche say obi aso hu say ye party no ye fi baby dey buy you what I say efa buga sema ye nimpa o na Ghana for atrasa na emi say na MP for professor dey no ye dey soja bye eni esi ejai na mo nnenam kan mo se mba be no soja for once a soldier always a soldier and all soldier never what so the advice is what I've given them.
Professor Richard Kofi Asiedu no waya Central Regional NDC Chairman. Na yakwa Amenfi East abato mpeswa so. Ora Ernest Frempon na se wo be prema shebjadwa ewo Amenfi East abato mpeswa so ewo toyemantamu. Papa no de atudwa se ewom se nanim na sa kroma nanso wankere nkokoma. Na ade a ye chiri de ne achiri ewo mayimu. Mampanyi na do betena soe ene obra sa galamsey. Ma man no yenye bi kura enti wono sa na wan so obehye ni pa binim kutupa se asrafo adom a won mo boban sa galamse ne yebetwam wo no galamse fo nkoto nhye won mo so no womro womo ne nyina no yese wo kire se video bi apie monten so a enipa bi de nam se wono enas frempon no agina video nim ya wono galamse fo kasa se asrafo no a wɔn ba site awodoɔ na wɔn hɔ sɛ wɔn itu gala yɛbɛma wɔn mo gyae ne adeɛ no wɔsɛ ɛkyɛsɛ video ni mu no akora mpo no wɔne nkurɔfoɔ kasa yɛ galamseefoɔ no sɛ asraafoɔ dɔm ne ba wɔn ntungu wɔn so ma wɔn mpene wɔn ne wɔn nko ne deɛ kaka ho no wɔsɛ ɔdabi ɛnte saa wɔn ka saa wɔ baabi a nto wɔbɛsrɛ wɔn mo wɔn apam kaba ɛpɛ so wɔn de hyɛ no wɔn ne ho nam yɛ pɛ no adahoro ma mo ntɔn bo ase na afei no wɔbɛ mu.
We had a lengthy conversation. Among other things, we said that when you are working legally, people are supposed to do legal business. We and our government have put in place all legal entities to make sure that mining in the country is decentralized. Apart from that, I became a parliamentary candidate in December. And from January to now, we have seen a number of military, police, security attacks on the miners who are legally doing their work. And you call to find out where these people are coming from, and you realize that it is coming from no authority. It has become a business for some people in the constituency. And some investigations we have, it is just the opposition, the NDC, who call on their friends in the security services to come and do operations in these mining sites to cause a lot of disaffection for the government. So people, even doing legal businesses, get to be attacked, extorted, and then their machines and things are destroyed. If the people in uniform can go to the length of engaging civilians in a business form to torment miners who are legally working, then they should be exposed. Because once you do that, you are deviating from what you are supposed to do. We have never.
Na arusia wari aya ebra opanyipai ba monten so a no wokasa sa nanim na sa kroma so wonche kokoma sane Ghana fo bi mpese wom de asem eto no so no na ebra video ne ba monten so na ehu so opanyipai ginamuo ene galamsefo edi nkomo no enso mientie nsem a wokan
Banga operation hot that laptop about the soldiers for now omutumo susana e training official ọmọ ni akwenya so mbeyese etumo nti bi ba on site awa akwenya se o question nti awa so ba patrol patrol na soldiers ni security services here o ma about road business it is a while for a now 5 million 3 million 10 million now the legal price of 1 to 4 one the man sadly me because the police soldiers told me that around them at the office I try cases who are my man no matter who you have left and in Zinia Obiba Petrua as I said when they are so while full money the wild person in Mama on board Mama Paso Biba said or you saw your need too much in but too control my own and track and years or more oh yes
I was your way ayora Ernest from Pono no or se obepramra sebedwa adwa ewo Amenfi East abato empeso so we I was a honey agina na den sem nyina asie aseda kwode amakoko Veronica Jando Akwesua Sumwaya Grace ene Buzi yensamfo panyi Oro Sante Yeboa Benedict ena fe na ya oboa ma ene kwamredu nso mote wono mo enka akwesua ajewa kwode boaten ene medin sebrede ye soro so akosompa